Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Now, students, the next topic is active and passive voice. Lecture, in last lecture, I told you the whole structure and definition and the examples of present indefinite tense. And now we are going to discuss active and passive voice of present indefinite tense. For this, you have to know about the use of active and passive voice, or what is the use of voice or voice change. What is voice? Voice is a kind of form that shows that domination of a subject or an object, or in easy words, voice is the form of the verb which indicates whether the subject does the work or something has been done to it. Kinds of voice are two. There are two kinds of voice, and active voice and passive voice. What is the difference between active and passive voice, or what is active voice and what is the definition of passive voice? In active voice tells us what a person or thing does, or in passive voice tells us what is done to someone or something. Or the subject performs the action means verb on the object, or the subject is being acted upon. Or in easy words, in active voice the subject does the work and in object, and in passive voice object does the action or verb. In active voice the formula is subject plus action, mean to say verb, then object. In passive voice object plus action like verb, then subject. Examples: Anna painted the house. The house was being painted by Anna. I'll tell you in detail the examples. This just you have to you have to learn what is the difference between active voice and passive voice, or the definition of active and passive voice. So students, here you can see helping verbs will use in present indefinite passive voice will be used with singulars like he, she, it, are we will use with we, you, they, and plural, and am with I. The formula structure is mentioned here: present indefinite tense, active voice, subject, first form of verb s or es plus object. And in passive voice, keep in your mind, object will be changed, will be shifted to subject. After that, the use of, like in last page I told you, the use of is am, are. We will write here according to the subject, according to the relevant subject, mean to say that has been changed into the subject, or object that has been changed into the subject, or the new subject according to the new subject, whether our subject is singular or plural. We will use here the helping verbs is am, are. Third form of verb is the necessary part of our passive voice tense, is the necessary condition of our passive voice. After that, the use of by and subject will be changed into object. Clear? So you can see in active voice subject does the work, and in passive voice object, mean to say the relevant subject, the object does the work. Present indefinite formulas: affirmative, negative, interrogative, then negative and interrogative. And in passive voice, affirmative or positive, negative, interrogative, and related to WH family. In active voice, subject, first form of verb s or es plus object. In negative sentences, subject do or does, not first form of verb then object. In active voice, interrogative sentences, do or does, subject, first form of verb, object, then question mark. In active voice, negative and interrogative sentences, do or does, subject, not, plus first form of verb, object, and question mark. In passive voice sentences of a present indefinite, we will use first of all subject, mean to say the object that has been converted into subject is am, are. Third form of verb by an object. In negative sentences, subject is am, are. After that, only the addition of not, rest of the sentence or formula will be same. In passive voice interrogative, ismr will come in the start or in the beginning of the sentence. After that, subject, third form of verb, by, object, question mark. In mixed sentences, mean to say negative interrogative sentences, ismr, subject, not, third form of verb, by, object and question mark. Related to WH family, all the structure or formula will be same, like as we discussed in interrogative sentence, like is mr subject, or we discussed in negative interrogative sentences, is mr subject plus not, third form of verb, by, object and question mark. Just we will add or put the word why, where, when, what, etc., or related to WH family words, we will write in the beginning of the sentence before is mr. Clear? Now you can see in this table, active voice and passive voice, what is the use of subject pronouns and object pronouns, or you can say in other words objective cases. The objective case of I is me. I will be changed into by me, we into by us, you into you, he into him, she into by her, it into it, they into them, and who into by whom. You have to learn this table. Table number 1, you can see the use of I, whether what is the use of I or the first person in passive voice. The sentence of active voice or the simple tense or the present indefinite is I play football. I is the subject, play is first form of verb, football is the object of active voice. Now we are going to convert according to the formula. Football now is going to convert into subject, that is football. According to football, this is singular, that's why we will write is mr, is. After that, third form of verb, that is played, by, I will be changed into me, or we will write here the objective case of I, that is me. Football in negative sentence, football is not played by me. Is football played by me, or is football not played by me, according to the formula. Now, what is the use of he? If our active voice is starting from he, then we will write he serves the dinner. The dinner is served by him. The dinner is not served by him. Is the dinner served by him, or is the dinner not served by him? Same is the case with she. She is also third person. She buys some foods of active voice. Some foods are bought by her. Some foods are not bought by her. Mean to say, some foods, that is object, that has been converted into subject according to foods, because this is in plural form, that's why I will write here are. But this is the third or past participle, third form, by her. Her is the objective case of she. Some foods are not bought by her. Are some foods bought by her, or are some foods not bought by her? In this table, in active voice, the use of they, this they is also from third persons, but this is not singular. They learn their lesson. Their lesson is learnt by them. Their lesson is relevant subject of passive voice. According to lesson, this is singular. That's why we write here is. Learnt is the third form of verb of learn, or the past participle. After that, by and objective case of they, that is them. Their lesson is learnt by them. Their lesson is not learnt by them. Is their lesson learnt by them? Is their lesson not learnt by them? Use of it, that is quite simple and easy. It installs Windows. Windows are installed by it. Windows are plural. That's why we will write here the form of verb are. Windows are not installed by it. Are Windows installed by it? Are Windows not installed by it? In this table, if our sentence or passive voice starts, active voice starts from who with who boils eggs, then according to the table, we saw that we will convert who into by whom. By whom are eggs boiled? By whom are eggs not boiled? Is that clear? Extra examples are here, you can see. In active voice, this is easy to understand. Teacher teaches to the students are taught by teacher. The students is the object of active voice and subject of passive voice. Students are in plural form, that's why we write here are. Taught is the past participle, after that by, and teacher, that is the subject. That was the subject in active voice, and now it is object of passive voice. Sherry washes the dishes. The dishes are washed by Sherry. Sana reads the newspaper. The newspaper, that is the subject of passive voice according to the structure formula. The newspaper is singular, that's why I will write here is. The newspaper is read by Sana. I play cricket. Cricket is played by me. I like mangoes. Mangoes in plural form, that's why mangoes are liked by me. The baby drinks milk. Milk is drunk. This is the third form of verb of drink. Milk is drunk by the baby. She makes tea. Tea is made by her. He loves his son. His son is loved by him. In negative sentences, in active voice, he does not drive the car. The car is not driven by him. Him is the objective case of he. She does not sing a song. A song is not sung by her. He does not tell me. Me. I am not me is the objective case of I, that's why I will convert into I, me into I. I am not, according to I, we will use here am. I am not told by him. Sana does not like the meat is not liked by Sana. Interrogative sentences, do they do their work? Their work done. Is their work done by them? Do you post the letter? Is the letter posted by you? Do I write a letter? Is a letter written by me? Does she solve the sums? Sums are in plural form, that's why are the sums solved by her. Her is the objective case of she. Negative interrogative sentences, do they not do their work? Is their work not done by them? Do you not post the letter? Is the letter not posted by you? Do I not write a letter? Is a letter not written by me? Does she not solve the sums? Are the sums not solved by her? All these tenses are the formation of negative interrogative sentences. Related to WH family, in active voice, why do you not speak English there? Why is English not spoken there by you? Why will write same as why. After that, helping verb is, then English, then not spoken there by you. In third, you can see, where do you keep my pen? Where is my pen kept by you? Why do you laugh at me? Why is he laugh at by you? Is that clear? So students, today we discussed actually the present indefinite tense active voice, and after that you have to learn, you have to do the practice of active and passive voice tenses of present indefinite.